All right, Lou. All right, enough of that talk. I'm streaming now and shit, Lewis.
Well, you should have told me that before you started streaming.
There will not be any slander over here on my good name. Yo, I'm telling you, that 2-day old chili is really fucking my stomach up right now. Let's see.
Yo.
Yo, what's good, Kobe? Just over here, I'm about to grind out some Showdown real quick. Get a couple of games in. I'm trying to the last like 3 to 4 days, I've had like I think it was like 3 days in a row where I won like 3 to 4 games each day, and they were all like 20 to 30 point blowouts. So
Yo.
I'm just trying to do the same thing today. Yo, what up, Jacob? Just over here about to grind out some Showdown. Just setting up a thumbnail real quick. But how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone's getting ready for 4th of July. I had a pretty
What
big 4th of
games are
July
you going
weekend.
to
Like,
max for tomorrow?
I've already started my 4th of July weekend. Today I went to Aquatica, and I was out there in the hot ass sun all fucking day at Aquatica, but it was a lot
Yo.
of fun. I was out there with my boy and my girl. All right, I'm just gonna grit this game of Showdown, and I'll do the thumbnail later, guys. Yo, what's up, my dude? Appreciate everyone that swung through so early already.
I'm grinding
I think I
too.
went live like 30 seconds ago, so I really appreciate you guys coming through.
Oren.
What you grinding? Let me tell you, I was just at the park. Me and my boy Chilongo 2K were at the park, and I couldn't get fucking one win at the park. Like, I had some pretty good games where I scored like 10, 12 points, maybe 2 or 3 assists, but they didn't lead to any wins. And like I said, the park is always so damn sweaty. I find the park way more sweaty than Showdown. I can come into
I'm
Showdown and win
Rizzo.
3 to 4 games in a row every night. And when I go to the park, I find it difficult just to get, 1 or 2 games, much less a 5 game
I'm
win
level
streak.
25 Oren.
Keep grinding. You're almost there at that Dr. J. Once you get Dr. J, you're going to fucking be in love with him. He's a really good card to get. He's worth the grind. This guy's using Dark Matter Chet, Season 8. That's got to be a really big Chet fan to do that.
Nice team.
Appreciate it. I'm still building this team up. First of all, guys, we're gonna have to talk about that. Tomorrow's drop is super flame. They're dropping Goat King James, Goat Giannis, and Goat Shaq. Now I know everyone's excited about King James and everyone is excited about Giannis. I am too if I could afford them. But I'm only gonna be able to afford one of those cards, and I need a center. So I'm really excited about Goat Shaq. That's who I'm the most excited about is
I
Goat
have 3
Shaquille O'Neal.
MT players. What's the best way to make MT full?
Right now, there's really almost no way to make MT. It really sucks. You would have to grind out a lot of domination, and I want to say, unfortunately, the best way to make MT right now is by ripping packs. Oh my gosh, this is my first game of the day, so it's gonna take me a second to warm up. The first game of the day is always the warm-up game, and I need to warm up because I was just at the park and I was playing real shitty. And like I said, I've been up since like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I went to the theme park today, and I'm just dead tired. But I want to get a few games in
I
before I
think
go
the
to
hot
bed.
box is gonna be same 4.
But
Can't
there's
wait to
really no
see
way to
you.
make MT right now nowadays, and
SG.
I am super rusty. Hold on, Kobe. What do you mean? Do you think the Hall of Fame box is gonna be the same 4? Oh my gosh, I'm like, I gotta start. I'm gonna quit this game because I really did. This was a really bad start.
I saw you pull Invincible Wemby and I was so jealous.
Oh, I know. I was so jealous too. Trust me. I was just hanging out with Shalongo at the park just now, and I was telling him how damn jealous I was of that pull and shit. That was an amazing pull. I wish I could pull Invincible Wemby.
You excited for tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is the card that I'm the most excited about is Shaquille O'Neal. I know there's some great cards coming out tomorrow. King James. I think LeBron James is gonna be about 6 million MT or plus. I think he's gonna be really unaffordable. And I don't need a small forward, and I just can't afford him. I need to get a center on my team. I need a starting GOAT center for my lineup. And I'm really excited about Shaq more than Giannis and more than LeBron. But that GOAT Giannis is going to be nice. That GOAT LeBron James is going to be nice. It's just they're going to be real pricey. I think those two cards are going to be 6 million each, and I think GOAT Shaq is going to be about 4 million. And that's exactly how much MT I have left. I have 4 mil, and I'm going to spend it all on Shaq. I'm going to try to get Shaq tomorrow. Oh my God, why did I fall for Kyrie Irving driving into the paint? That's how rusty I am, that I fell for Kyrie Irving driving into the paint, and I left Chet wide open. All right, I'm back in this game. Like I said, guys, this is my first game of the night, so I'm just going to warm up a little bit. Jacob, if you have a full team of invincible players, and especially if you have them like all badged out, if you have the invincible players all badged out, they're as good as GOATs. And that's the truth. I have a whole bench of invincible players, and they're just as good as my GOATs. I love them. So I'm having a full team of invincibles is a pretty good accomplishment, I would say.
Should have told me you were streaming. Make sure to stream tonight. I have one invisible player. The one guy on Twitter is opening packs tomorrow. I just have one.
I'm not going to open a box tomorrow because I have enough MT to buy Shaq, and I don't know if I would. I definitely don't want to open up a Hall of Fame box because I have too many Go cards and I have too many Invincibles. So I don't know if they're going to give me a double or they're just going to give me a shitty card. I would gladly take a double so I can sell one of my cards. But I think it's real risky for me to open up a Hall of Fame box because I have a fear that they're most likely going to give me a shitty Invincible. I would open up a 51 pack box. That doesn't seem like a bad idea, and I was thinking about doing that tomorrow because I want to stack up my MT. There's only like 3 players left that I really want to get. I want to get GOAT Shaq. I want to get Invincible Patrick Ewing, and I would like to get 100 overall Ben Simmons because he's come down in price.
Bro, one half box or 51 box? I can only get one bro this event. How about the exchanges? I think Jimmy Butler will be good. He seems underrated. I need to update.
Oh, this guy already quit, guys. So that was the first win of the night. Like I said, I've been trying to win 4 games a night. Not necessarily 4 wins in a row, but 4 wins a night. Because if I can win 4 games a night, I can get to 120 wins by the end of the season. Let me catch up with the chat because I really could have read the chat before. Bro, one half box of 150. I can only get one, bro, this event. Mastermind, it depends on how many invincibles and how many goats you have on your team. I would say if you don't have that many invincibles and you don't have that many goats, then go for the Hall of Fame box. And even if you get an invincible, it's still going to be a W. And that's probably more than you're going to get from the 51 pack box. And if you get an invincible and he's a really good invincible, like my boy yesterday, he opened up the Hall of Fame box and he pulled out Victor Wembanyama. And what did he do? He got that Victor Wembanyama and he used all his legends. He badged them out. He's got himself a GOAT Wemby right there. So I would say go with the Hall of Fame box because there's no losing with it. It's either you're going to get a GOAT or you're going to get an invincible, and that's going to be a win. So that's what I suggest doing if you don't have too many invincibles or too many GOAT cards, or if you have a bunch of invincible cards that you don't like that you could replace or that you want to replace. Yo, what up, Nathan? I need to update my King James. Yo, we all want to update our LeBron James. We all want that invincible King James or that GOAT King James. I wish I had enough MT for either one. CB the Grenade is going to stream tomorrow. I might have to check that out. He's always putting up really good snipes. Do you think Jimmy Butler will be cheap? I can't say that Jimmy Butler is going to be a card that I think is too much. He's not one of the most popular players out there, and there's too many other players that people are going after for Jimmy Butler to become a really expensive card. So if there's a new Jimmy coming out, or he won't be that expensive. Hey, yo, what up, ref? Yo, what's good, Corby? I didn't even see you enter the room. My bad, Corby. I was busy in that with that game of Showdown. But yeah, guys, tomorrow's pack, tomorrow's promo is Super Flame. Like I said, I'm excited about all of those players that are coming out. Oh, I even forgot to mention the Invincible Chet. That card is gonna be super dope. There's just so many good cards coming out that tomorrow, if you rip a Hall of Fame box and you're able to pull any of the Invincibles that are out, or you're able to pull a GO card, that's a definite W. But there's so many good cards that are. Ooh, I just got 98 overall Anthony Davis. That card is a bit outdated. Oh, that grind for SGA was a crazy grind, but it was worth it. SGA is definitely worth it. He's an elite point guard. I'm using SGA to come off of my bench. That's who I use. I use SGA off the bench. And like I said, guys, I wanted to take a second to talk about tomorrow's promo. I really like tomorrow's promo. I think Shaq is gonna be elite. That's who I need. Let me show you my lineup real quick. Oh, I went to my unopened packs. This is my lineup right here. As you can see, I have almost a whole starting lineup of GOATs. I don't need King James or Giannis at the 3. I got Dr. J at the 3. So I'm going to save some MT and I'm going to fill a spot that I need to be filled out. And that position is the center position. So to me, the card I'm most excited about is Shaq. And I also think Shaq is going to be the most affordable card that's going to be dropping tomorrow. And but there's a lot of good cards. Like I said, not only is there Shaq, there's Giannis, there's King James, there's Zach Edey is also dropping tomorrow. Invincible Zach Edey. So if you could pull any of the Invincibles that are dropping tomorrow, that's also a massive W. If you get Zach Edey or you get Chet, that's a massive W. So I think tomorrow's promo is probably one of the best ones we've gotten all year, and they're definitely out for a money grab. I mean, that's a money grab type of promo. So that promo is out to grab everyone's money. If you want King James, if you want Giannis, if you want Shaq, they've got it all tomorrow. If you want a really good Invincible, they got Chet, they got Zach Edey. So tomorrow's a day that you really want to I would say test your luck, rip a few packs if you can, and see if you get lucky. I always suggest the Hall of Fame box. I'm gonna be sticking to the Hall of Fame box for most of the rest of the year, and I'm just nervous that since I have so many GOATs and so many Invincibles, they're gonna send me something trashy. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna smoke before I play this game, or I'm gonna try to smoke. But that's the only thing I'm worried about is that since I have about 5 million MT still in my account, and I have so many good players, I feel like they're gonna really not give me anything good if I rip a Hall of Fame box. The only reason why I would rip a 51 pack box is because I want to stack up MT. But I have a pretty good feeling that by after tomorrow, I'm gonna have a starting lineup of just GOATs, and I'm pretty sure that tomorrow I'm gonna be able to buy Shaq. And if Shaq is too expensive, I'm going to go after Wilt Chamberlain. Yo, ref, hopefully your parents say yes to it and they give you a little spending cash. Here goes win number 2 of the night. Good Lord. I can't even get people to play a game or finish a game anymore. They just see my starting lineup and they just quit. I just got my second win of the night.
Plus Legends PS5.
Fuck, man, that fucking blows. No, 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 fuck. Damn it, I did not want to fucking tear up. I've been trying to stay. I was trying to stay in tier 10. I couldn't stay in tier 10. I was trying to stay in tier 9. I couldn't stay in tier 9. It's like I'm trying so damn hard to lose and give people wins so I can stay in the lower tier and have some fun. And I can't even try hard enough to lose. Like, I can't even lose on purpose right now. Well, I guess, guys, we're on a 2-game win streak now. Bro, I just got 100 Ben, 700K, 2,500 Legends. Mastermind, that's what I'm talking about, Mastermind. Congratulations to Mastermind. That's a W right there. I want to say that's a little bit of a snipe because earlier I saw a Ben Simmons with about 30 Legends or 25 Legends. He went for like 900,000. So that's a little bit of a snipe right there. You got yourself a really good deal. There's 3 100s left in the game that are S tier 100s. That's Ben Simmons, Wemby, and Yao. Those are your only 3 S tier 100s. The rest are all A tier, and they're still really, really good cards, very good cards. But those 3 S tier 100 cards, Ben Simmons, Wemby, and Yao, they can play against Invincibles. They can play against GOATs. And my what I'm trying to do is I want, coming out of my reserves, I would like to have Ben Simmons, Wemby, and Yao. It's just I haven't been able to get my hands on either one. I can't afford 100 Wemby, and I haven't been able to pull Ben Simmons. And if Ben Simmons gets any cheaper, I'll get Ben Simmons. I'm gonna try to buy him. I'm definitely trying to get Ben Simmons.
He is holla. I was stunned.
Thanks, bro. I also pulled 100 Wemby off of 45K VC. Oh my gosh, my dude. You know what? I've got to address that. I opened up all of those fucking packs off of the mobile. I opened up the 100 pack that was 3,000 VC. I opened up another one that was 75,000 VC that was a mobile exclusive. I opened up another level 40 100 pack that was an exclusive. I must have wasted about 125,000 VC, which is $30, $35 worth. I ripped all of those 100 packs. I got nothing. I ripped about 4 more of those 75,000 VC 100 packs. I got nothing. The best card I got was Kyle Cover. And I want to get Wemby and I want to get Ben Simmons so badly, man. I would love to have 100 Ben Simmons. I know I'm not going to get the invincible Ben Simmons. I would really, really be happy with the 100 Ben Simmons. And I wouldn't feel like I was settling. I would still say if I got 100 Ben Simmons, you know, that would be fucking elite to have on my team. You know, 100 Ben Simmons, he's 6'10". He looks like Giannis is playing your point guard position. He runs the floor like a gazelle. He's got a pretty decent jumper. He's pretty decent at creating space for his own jumper. He also does a lot of playmaking, and he's great at slashing to the rim because 98% of the time the point guard that's guarding Ben Simmons is usually a lot smaller. So I wish I could pull Ben Simmons, man. I would love to have Ben Simmons. This guy's got a pretty decent looking team. He's got a starting lineup of 100 overalls. So let's see what he's got. He's got 7 wins, so he's obviously won some games. And he won the tip-off with Tim Duncan. Oh, that's great.
So 2 free throws for him coming up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense.
You know what? I feel like now, especially in Season 8, having someone that's 6'10" at playing your point guard position, especially on the defensive end, and even on the offensive end, is going to make it easier for you to score and shit. I think it's a game changer having someone 6'10" at the point guard position. And damn it.
Here we go, all alone.
You know, like having Yao Ming, 100 Yao Ming play the center for me was definitely a game changer. Having that type of height on your team makes a big deal.
Is 100 over Lonzo
That's
good?
exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Out of bounds my ass.
Will have it.
I thought the 100 Lonzo was not good. The Dark Matter Lonzo was very good. The 100 Lonzo was not good. For some reason, I don't know what happened to the 100 Lonzo, but I wasn't too. I've got him in my collection and I don't use him. I kept him because I thought he was going to be a good card because I remember how good the Dark Matter was. But the 100 Lonzo was a little bit of a disappointment.
Missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Outside Robinson. Here's Yao. Back to Robinson. The rebound by
Oh my God, it feels like this guy's doing a lot of double teaming.
right guy, right play, wrong result. Cash money.
Okay, I gotta wake up.
You know, that shot is
I got those 2 easy wins, and I thought this was gonna be another easy win.
in that mid-range area. Here's Hardaway. Irving for three. Good work defensively.
This guy is definitely sending a double team almost on everything.
Pure from three-point range.
Like I always say, guys, if I run into a game that's too sweaty, I don't even give a fuck. I don't give two rats ass nowadays. It is season 8. I will fucking quit the game in 2 seconds. I don't care if you beat me or not. As long as I reach 4 wins a day, I'm good, and I'm going to hit 120 wins by the end of the season. So I'm not going to sweat out any games that that I feel like I can't beat, like win. I'll give it a good old try, but I'm not going to sit here and stress myself out about it. Especially when I've been out all day in the hot sun. Me and my kid went out to Aquatica today, and I'm a little bit tired.
And here's Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And he was fouled.
All right.
Active shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Oh, the 100 Yao, that's why I tell you guys, like, the 100 Yao has really come down in price. If you could afford to get the 100 Yao, go and get them, because 100 Yao is more impactful on my team than GOAT David Robinson. That's how good he is. That a 100 Yao has more of an impact on the game than a GOAT David Robinson. So if you have the MT, don't bother getting, like a player just because he's a GOAT card. Get the player that's going to make an impact on your team. And that player to me is my 100 Yao. He's going to be on this team for the rest of the year.
Here's Yao.
I mean, he could just shoot over everyone.
And Yao Ming's a handful.
That's what Yao Ming does. He just shoots over every single person, and he fucking rebounds, and he gets every board, and he fucking defends good. Blocks every shot.
Now here's Gilgeous.
He's got 97 speed, so this Yao moves really good.
Out to the right wing. And Atlanta misses again.
So Yao Ming is definitely my favorite card of the year so far.
They've been taking care of business. Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Pass to Jordan. Screen by Robinson. Ball stolen.
Oh, this guy's on point. I'm over here slacking.
And Sengun throw it down.
I'm over here slacking right now in this game.
Ability of Sengun getting himself way up there. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Hardaway with it. Robinson on the wing. From 15 feet away.
Oh,
Rebound by Atlanta.
I was trying to get the ball to MJ, and it went to Yao.
Alexander. And stolen by Hardaway. He stops. He pops.
Oh, come on. That should have been my basket.
Contested game so
I was playing like crap in this first quarter, and I can't believe the score is, only 7-9, because I was playing like absolute shit. So since the score is 7-9, I really don't mind, but I guess I could do a lot better.
good action already in this one.
But this is only like my 3rd game of the night, and I did win my first 2 games, but I'm still a little bit rusty.
You guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta.
Yo, what up, J-Dubs?
What I love was that first quarter was
J-Dubs, what do you think about tomorrow's drop, my dude?
transition.
Tomorrow's fucking drop is insane.
Down the court every time. Racehorse basketball.
I know you got your MT ready for tomorrow's drop. I know you see King James coming. I know you see small forward Giannis out there. I know you excited.
To do a lot of damage inside.
Best drop of the year.
Oh, that's what I was just saying. That is definitely by far the best drop of the year. It's got Giannis in it. It's got King James in it. It's got Shaq in it. It's definitely the best drop of the year. You need a lot of MT to really enjoy tomorrow's promo.
Pass to Yao. Poke loose.
Oh my gosh, man.
If without those I want Shaq Eddie or Sean Bradley.
Back to Irving.
Oh my God, that Sean Bradley is crazy.
There's the three.
I think he's like 7'6", and he's got a really, really long wingspan. That Sean Bradley's gonna be insane. JC2K is already saying that he's gonna be the best center in the game, and I wonder if he's gonna be 30, GOAT pieces. I wonder how many GOAT pieces it's gonna take to get Sean Bradley, or is it gonna be more than 30 pieces or what? But he looks amazing.
Screen by Robinson. Irving for three. The rebound by Atlanta.
He's gonna be phenomenal, and there's gonna be some really good cards out there tomorrow.
While he don't have a good wingspan, he not gonna be better than ya.
See it in all the defensive
Oh, that Zach Edey is looking good. Also, Chet is looking good.
bunch of double teams in isolation.
Nah, he don't have a good wingspan.
One pick.
He's not gonna be better than Yao. No, he's not gonna be better than Yao. But at least it's gonna be a card that can compete against Yao.
On the ground.
That's all he's gonna be, is a card that can kind of semi-compete against Yao.
Embracing the challenge and meeting it so far. Outside Irving. Great D that time from Banchero. And so Banchero will bring it up for Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Up 2 points this quarter.
But I'm really excited about tomorrow's promo, mainly because Shaq is dropping, and that's the last piece I need to my team. I need a center. I need a ghost center. And I'm going to go after Shaq tomorrow, and I'm going to throw my whole $4 million at Shaq. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get him for... I want to be able to get Shaq for $3 million. I'm hoping I can get him for 3.5, and I'll be real happy with that.
One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
The most underrated MyTeam player.
Rhythm. It is so
That's a good question.
Here's Hardaway following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Irving. Lets the three fly.
I'll give you a good underrated player right now. That GOAT Kyrie Irving, guys. I was using that GOAT Kyrie Irving the other day, and that card really isn't too bad. That card is pretty damn good, especially for a free card that you get early in the levels. And
Outside Irving. Here's Jordan.
I think he's a pretty good card. I know a lot of people are shitting on that card, but he's really underestimated. I was cooking with them. He's got some insane dribble sigs. He's a really good card, and he's got a really good shot.
Pass to Irving.
I thought Kyrie Irving was really good. Right there, he just fucking nailed me with Kyrie Irving. And if you need a point guard, I know he's only 6'3", but I think you could run Kyrie Irving.
Showing you that quick release.
Yeah, I know he's short, but he's got really good dribble moves. And the funny thing is, this Kyrie Irving, even though he's short, he actually can get to the rim and dunk. But his jumper is smooth. He's got nice dribble moves. I say if you need a point guard, you could run him and you could save your MT and put it towards other things. And I think pretty soon I might sell Oscar Robertson. I'm gonna give Oscar a little run over here, see how he plays for me. But I think pretty soon I might sell Oscar Robertson and run Kyrie Irving as my PG3. Kyrie Irving is my starting shooting guard. Ref, one day I'm gonna really ask to check out your lineup. I really want to see what your lineup is looking like.
Here in the second quarter. Yao is such
Okay, this guy's killing me. I'm done with this game. This guy was no fun. He came out here acting like it was the NBA Finals. Oh, I got Invincible Sham. Well, if I was gonna run Kyrie Irving, it's more for like as my PG3 coming out of my reserves, for when my point guard my PG1 and my PG2 are really tired. I always think in the third quarter, your PG1 and your PG2 are really tired, and you need a PG3 to play the whole third quarter and let your two other point guards rest up. So I always like to have a third point guard in my reserves. And right now, Oscar Robertson is my PG3, and I don't feel like he does anything for me. And I was like, for that, I might as well sell him and use Kyrie Irving. And I kind of like Kyrie Irving. I think he's pretty good. So that's who I feel like is a really overlooked card, really underestimated card. I thought it was a pretty decent card. Also, the PG-13 card. A lot of people were complaining about that PG-13 card. The funny thing is I see every single person using him. But everybody was complaining about PG-13, including myself. I was complaining about PG-13 at first, that he was slow, that he was stiff. And now I kind of like that card, and I keep him on the team and shit. But I also have been badging him out, so it could be because of that reason that he plays a lot better for me nowadays. Okay, let's see if I can get this win.
And Atlanta with possession here. Cunningham looking it over. Driving inside. And he slams it in one-handed. The ferocious
Seems like all the sweats are out here tonight.
Cunningham used his size and athleticism on the drive. Pass to Jordan.
Or maybe I was like getting too used to like tier 9 and tier 10. That's probably it.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. And Irving powers it home.
But yeah, man, I'm really excited about tomorrow's promo. If I could even pull like an invincible Chet, I'd be real happy about that. That would make my day.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. Up and over Hardaway. Outside Ingram.
I think all the invincibles are looking good. I think the GOATs are looking good. I even think that 100 Dominique Wilkins is looking pretty good. Guys, if you need a point guard that's 6'6", Dominique Wilkins, his dark matter was really good. And I would definitely run that 100 Dominique Wilkins. He's probably gonna be like about 100,000, and you'll have yourself a really tall point guard. Man, it is like very sweaty out here today. I think I'm 2-2 so far for the night, but it is pretty hard to get these wins out here today.
Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just
Oh my
marvel
gosh.
at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size,
J-Dub, I don't know what I'm gonna open up tomorrow. I want to open up the Hall of Fame box to see if I'm ever gonna get lucky and get a GOAT card. But I feel like since I have almost a starting lineup of GOATs and a full bench of Invincibles, I feel like 2K is gonna give me a shitty card if I open up a Hall of Fame box. And I also want to stack up some more MT. So I'm kind of leaning towards the 51 pack box. That when I get home from work, I might open that up.
Pass to Yao. Over Embiid. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Also, I don't even know if I'm gonna be home tomorrow because I'm gonna be gone for 4th of July weekend for like the whole weekend and shit. I might do it when I get back on Sunday or something.
Free throw good, Robinson. And Atlanta making a change here.
But I'm definitely leaning towards a 51 pack box. That's what I want to do to stack up some MT. But I feel like I have enough MT to get Shaq already because I do have 4 million MT. And afterwards, I want to be able to get Patrick Ewing and I want to be able to get 100 overall Ben Simmons for my reserves. So I feel like I got to do one more big pack opening and stack up a little bit more MT and then I'll be done for the season. I'll be completely done for the season. Once I'm done building my team, I'm not going to be ripping any more packs for the rest of the year. Once I'm done building my team. And it's almost done. It's like 3 pieces away from being done.
Up top, Robinson. 1:03 left in the first. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
All right, we're off to a good start with this game.
much is the mobile exclusive 100 pack?
There's 75. There's one of them that's for 3,000 VC that you get, and then there's some other ones that are like 75,000 VC, and there's another one that's 50,000 VC. But there's a few. I think there's 2 mobile exclusive packs over there that you can get, and one of them is only like 3,000 VC. It's real cheap, and you can get yourself a free 100, basically.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
Nathan, you're the first person that I've ever seen that said, I want invincible Steph Curry. Actually, there's a lot of people that like Steph Curry and they like running with Steph Curry. But that still does not deny the fact that Steph Curry is only 6'2" or 6'3". I don't know why, but I can never run with Steph Curry. He's just too small for me. I like running with really big point guards. I can't run with any point guard that's under 6'5". 6'5" is my minimum. You know, if my point guard isn't 6'5", I feel like I'm really undersized at that position then. Oh, that's a good way to end the quarter. And guys, we're already up by 11 points and it's only the first quarter. Hopefully this guy does not quit on us. Hey Nathan, how much is invincible Steph Curry going for? Is he expensive or is he kind of affordable? Because I would imagine Steph Curry's got to be affordable. And I would say if you can get Steph Curry for less than 400,000, go for him. There's no reason at this stage of the game for you not to be playing with one of your favorite players. If you want to run with Steph Curry, then run with your favorite player. I just can't run with any point guard that's smaller than 6'5".
What'd you take so far? Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them.
But there has been times in the game or like stages in the game where I had to run Steph Curry as my PG3.
Chicago leading by 11.
I would rather run Steph Curry than Jalen Brunson, that's for sure. And I still have Dark Matter Steph Curry in my collection. At one point, I was running him as my PG3.
Pass to Jordan. 6 to shoot.
Can we play Park together?
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
What are you trying to run? Are you trying to run some Park? I'd rather play some Showdown. If anybody in the chat wants to play some 5v5 Showdown, I'm always down for Showdown. It's just that, guys, I'm not a good Park player, and I hate losing at the Park. And I hate losing, period. There's nothing more that I hate than losing. And I always suck ass at the Park, and I'm always losing out there. If you want to run some Showdown, the answer is for sure. I'll run some Showdown any time of the day. But I don't want to run any Park. I just got back from the Park, and me and my boy Chilango2k, we did nothing but lose out there. But if you're really good at the Park and you can carry me to some damn Park wins, I'll play Park with you. I'm a real easy teammate to play with.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Using some muscle.
Oh, wow, JD. I didn't know you were from New Zealand.
So I won't be in your server.
And it's not that I'm not good at Park. I can get my buckets out there at the Park. I always average like 10, 12 points a game when I run Park. I'm just not a good defender. I'm not a good defensive player when it comes to Park. There's too much open space in the Park, and people are just running wild out there. They're just running circles around you or turboing past you. It's very hard to defend out there in the Park, I feel like. It's very difficult. And between grinding out all of the challenges every season and grinding out salary cap and grinding out Showdown, I really never have the time that you need to spend at the Park to get better at the Park. You know, if you want to get better at the Park, you got to put the time in and you got to put the effort in. And because it takes a lot of time to get used to shooting with that lag and that latency, and I can never get used to it. And it's been 8 seasons, and I'm never able to get used to that lag. Guys, the score is 20-5. I'm up by 15 points. The guys only scored 5 points in 2 quarters. I think we're going to get our third win of the night. And like I said, my goal is to get 4 wins a night. And I should be able to hit 120 wins in Showdown this season. And that's my goal for the season, is to hit 120 wins tier 1. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just get 4 wins a night. You know, if you break it down to 4 wins a night, I should be able to get to 120 pretty easily. This will be my 3rd win of the night. I won 2 in a row, and then I lost 2 in a row, and this looks like it's going to be my 3rd win. So I need 1 more win, and I'm kind of like done. Or maybe I'll play a couple of more. Or if anybody from the chat wants to play Showdown, just let me know. I'm always down. I kind of fucking let him score over there. I kind of was just baiting him in for it too. Okay. This is where the computer helps out my opponent to like get back into the game. Hold on, I'm going to catch up with the chat in 1 second. I'm just trying to lock in. I don't want this guy to make a comeback or anything. I want to make sure I kill him. I always like to flood people in the opening. I always try to come out and get like an easy, like, or a really quick 10-15 point lead and flood the opponent. And usually if you get like a 10-15 point lead on your opponent real quick, he's usually going to quit. Okay, I'm back up by 12 points now. I'm going to try to get it to 20 points to see if I could get this guy to quit. I hate when people are losing and they just stick around. Kind of annoys me. I kind of fall asleep on the game. Yo, Nathan, take care, my dude, and I really appreciate you coming through. And I hope to see you again, buddy. Yo, take care, my dude. Yo, Nathan, next time you come through, we're going to run some games. Either we can play some Showdown or we can play some Park together, but we're going to run a few games together. For sure. I'm not really sure. I'm really not even paying attention to the tiers really too much this season. I'm just trying to get to 120 wins so I can get the prizes. Actually, I'm going to try to get to 200 wins so I can get like a free Go card.
The rebound by Atlanta. Now Ingram puts up a deep 3. Kicks it out to Cunningham. The rebound by Duncan. And so here is Chicago. A 12-point game.
Oh my God, that dunk by fucking PG-13 was amazing. Did you guys see that dunk? Yeah, it looks like this is going to be another fucking blowout, man. Hopefully this guy quits and he doesn't fucking make me sit through this whole fucking game. But a lot of people nowadays, they think they're fucking samurais and they have to like go down with honor, and they'll be losing by 20 points and they still finish out the game. If I'm even down by 10, 15 points, I just fucking quit the game. If I can tell that I can't beat you, I'm not even going to waste your fucking time. Meanwhile, I could be beating somebody by 20 points and they just like finish out the game. It's like they want to go down with honor and shit. It's a bit ridiculous at times.
I might have you added. I have someone on PS5 added named Indy.
Oh, Nathan, I'm pretty sure I've got to be the only person on PlayStation Network with the name Indy. So hit me up anytime. I'm always on the game.
Card, I thought it was 100 plus for Showdown. Can I add you?
Yeah, like I said, I'm always on the game and shit. So anytime you want to play, just you want to run a few games, just let me know and hit me up.
Chicago leading by 14. Pass to Yao.
I'm always like looking for people to run some games with.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yo, JD, you can add me for sure. Indy2k _ on PlayStation Network.
Possible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easy
And
said than
on
done.
Sunday, if any of you guys want to run Park, I'm always trying to get that 5-game win streak. But I'm telling you guys, I need somebody to carry me to those 5-game win streaks.
You know, you can sense his
So if you ever want to run some Park, just let me know, guys. I need all the help I can get with Park wins,
Atlanta will have it.
and I would really appreciate it. Because I suck at the Park. I stink out there.
Trails by 16.
I'm really good in Showdown. I'm not so good at the Park. I'm just like a decent average player.
Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that one drops for him.
I don't know how people get used to that lag and that latency at the Park. I don't know how people have learned how to shoot with that, but a lot of people, I guess, have figured it out.
Kay Cunningham.
Because I still can't shoot good out there.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He is
Man, the score is 30-14. This guy hasn't even scored 15 points in 3 quarters. He has not managed to score 5 points per quarter. This is fucking ridiculous. This is sad.
he doesn't know how to step off the gas.
I'm getting like these wins a little too easy nowadays.
Back to Embiid. And out of bounds. It'll be
I
Chicago
sent
ball.
you my team.
And Atlanta.
JD, I'm gonna check out your team after this game is over with. I'll check out your squad. I'll let you know if there's any improvements or upgrades you could make.
And add you.
I'll try to help you out and stuff if you need any help with it.
Down low.
I really don't like to rate people's teams. The only thing I like to do is if you send me a picture of your squad, if I have any like ideas on how you can improve your team and how you can make an upgrade to your lineup, I'll give you my ideas on how you can make the upgrade or the improvement. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, your team is a 4. I really hate doing that to people, and I don't like doing that. I don't like that being done to people, and I don't want to do that to people. So I'm really not here to like rate any type of squads. But if I see that just team could use a little bit of help, I'll try to help you as best as I could or best as I can.
Easy from that distance, but we see him drill those.
But I really like seeing other people's squads.
That looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, I wish I would have made that. That would have been a really nice step back.
Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Their
I get a
defense
lot
has
of
only
Park
allowed
wins.
6 points in the second half. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
I cannot believe like
Shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's
I've won like I think like about 12 games of 12 or 15 games of Showdown this season, and every single game has been a blowout so far, or like people rage quitting. Like this is just becoming a little too easy.
Chicago in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. A big difference in shooting.
Oh, Corey.
They lead.
You don't have to tell us, Corey. Guys, if you don't know, Corey is a Park legend. This guy gets 400 wins every fucking season. I don't know how he does it because it's really sweaty out there, and
Be out of hand.
I'd rather get 120 Showdown wins, before I even attempt trying to get 400 Park wins. That would just be way too sweaty for me,
Right side.
and it's easier for me to get 120 Showdown wins. I think I could even reach 200 Showdown wins this season if I try really hard.
Shot is good.
But
You lost.
400 Park wins for me, that's really difficult.
18.
Like I'm not even trying to hear that.
no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And it's not that it takes a lot of time because those Park games are pretty quick. It's just, to me, hella sweaty out there.
With the rejection.
The way I play in Showdown is not the same way I play at the Park. It's like I'm not even half as good.
Alexander. 5 to shoot.
Corey, can you play with
And like I said, I can get buckets at the Park. I can get 10, 12 points a game easily. It's just defensively, I can't play defense for shit out there.
You can just see how comfortable
I feel like that's the hardest part of the game out there is playing defense.
good touch for these shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg
I'm going to put my starting lineup in, guys. I don't know why I'm putting my starting lineup in because I'm up by like fucking 15, 20 points. I don't know, J-Dub. I keep hearing that if you reach 200 wins in Showdown, you can get a GOAT card. You can get one of those GOAT event cards if you hit 200 wins. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I keep hearing. That if you get to 200 wins in Showdown, you can get a GOAT event card. And I'm not talking about the card. I'm talking about a player. You can get a GOAT player from the event or from the exchange. So I don't know if that's true or not. I really didn't look into it yet, but I would love it if I can get, some sort of GOAT player from hitting 200 wins.
No.
Oh, I would easily take an invincible option pack. If you get an invincible option pack at 200 wins for Showdown, I would gladly take that. All of the invincibles, with the exception of like Steph Curry, Gary Payton, and Derrick Rose, all of them are pretty elite. So I mean, if you can get an option pack for hitting 200 wins, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get there. But I should be able to easily get to 120 wins. That should be easily done. I usually get to 60 to 80 wins, but I'm pretty sure I could get to 120 if I just put the time into it. I don't know why, but this season, for season 8, Showdown has not been sweaty at all. It's been a breeze. It's been a vacation. It's been really fun. And usually Showdown's real sweaty. It's a little bit of a headache. It's a little bit stressful. This season is nothing but fun. It's easy. I've been getting really easy wins and really big blowouts. Like I'm beating people by 20 to 30 points this season. So I don't know what's going on, if everyone's at the park or some shit, or if everyone's grinding out salary cap or something, but Showdown has not been sweaty. It's been easy breezy. Easy breezy cover girl. That's what I feel like I'm playing, a bunch of girly girls. Bunch of pussies. I should have had the N1 over there. Yeah, I'm gonna get into salary cap, Corey, because salary cap is offering like some really good rewards right now. For each round of salary cap, you get a shard that goes to the puzzle pack for the invincible, and then you get 2 100s in each round. So if you grind it all the way to 5,000 points of salary cap, you get a 100, and plus you get the shard. And then by the end of round 3, you're gonna get a total of 6 100 cards basically for free for just grinding out the game, and then you're gonna get an invincible pack at the end of round 3. So salary cap is the place to be right now if you want to pick up a bunch of 100s and an invincible pack at the end. And I'm gonna grind out salary cap because, like I said, you get 6 packs, 6 100 packs if you complete round 1, 2, and 3. That is 6 chances of getting 100 overall Wemby, guys. If you grind out salary cap this season, you have 6 chances of getting 100 Wemby. You have 6 chances of getting 100 Yao. This guy just quit on us. We were in the 4th quarter. We were almost at the very end of the game, and this guy quit. He couldn't make it to the fucking end. Well, that was the 3rd win of the night. Okay, Mastermind says 200 wins, invincible option pack. And 100 option packets. Okay, that sounds really good. Oh my gosh, Mastermind, you're so fucking lucky. I've been trying to pull that 100 Wemby since it came out. If I can't get a GOAT Yao Ming and I can't get a GOAT Wemby this year, I will gladly settle for the 100 Yao and the 100 Wemby in my lineup. If I can't get the GOATs, I'll be happy with the 100s. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to get one more win for the night because, like I said, I have to win 4 games a night to hit 120 wins, and I need to hit 5 games a night to hit 200 wins. So I want to make sure that I get at least 4 games, 4 wins a night. Oh man, you got Fox from your 100 pack. That's awful. But yeah, man, I've been trying to pull that 100 Wemby ever since he came out, and I don't feel like it would be me settling for Wemby. I feel like if I get that 100 Wemby, I've got a really good elite broken card. Like I feel like I got a card that could run the rest of the year, especially if I badge him out. So I've been trying to fish around for that 100 Wemby. Anytime I see a 100 pack, or anytime that I see I can grind for a 100 pack, believe me, I'm gonna grind for that 100 pack because it gives you a chance at Wemby. And it gives you a chance at Yao.
2 100 packs were John Stockton and Tony Parker. I crashed out.
My last 2 100 packs were John Stockton and Tony Parker. I crashed out. I would too, man. That fucking sounds god awful. Good lord, those are probably the 2 worst 100s in the game that you could have possibly gotten. But yeah, so I'm gonna grind out salary cap because, like I said, if you grind out salary cap, if you grind round 1, 2, and 3, at the end of round 1, 2, and 3, you're gonna pick up 6 free 100 overall cards, and that's a really good deal if you can get 6 100 cards for free from just grinding out the game. And then at the end of round 3, you're also gonna get the invincible option pack or some sort of invincible pack.
Now here's Hardaway. Jordan inside.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length.
All right, we're off to a decent little start in this game.
Blockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Gotta learn your lesson.
Now here's Gobert. Good chance here for Irving.
I'm telling you guys, that Kyrie Irving card is so good. He can shoot really good. He's got a really good jumper and really good dribble six.
He's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Yao.
I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Dark Matter Dikembe Mutombo, Dark Matter Rick Smiths, Dark Matter Taco, Dark Matter fucking Rudy. Oh my gosh, I lost track of where my guy was. No card could stop Yao Ming. Yao Ming is the Great Wall of China, and nobody, no Dark Matter can stop him.
It's stolen by Jordan. Here's Robinson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense?
That's awful, man. And 2 Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I would crash out too, man.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Like I said, guys, as soon as you start a game, you don't want to get off to a slow start. The first thing you want to do is get off to a fast start. Push the tempo and try to flood your opponent and get that big early lead.
Irving's got 5 now.
You know, before your players get tired and before his defense could settle in and lock in on you.
Pass to Jordan. Robinson in the post.
Oh my gosh, how did I miss that? That is some fucking bullshit right there. That was the rubber band effect. Kyrie Irving was guarding David Robinson, and David Robinson missed the post-up shot.
Got the ball here.
That's a joke.
3-point lead. Here's Yao. The rebound by Shea Gilgeous.
Okay, I should not be missing these post-up shots when smaller opponents are guarding me.
Here's Robinson. The shot that time not on target.
Okay, they're definitely trying to help this opponent stay in the game.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of
But yeah, if I can pull like a 100 Ben Simmons or a 100 Wemby from any sort of free 100 pack, that would be a huge W. And that's why I always grind it out for the 100 packs.
And he gets fouled on the
So anytime you see a 100 pack and you can grind for it, like make sure you do your daily rewards. If you do your daily rewards, I think it's for a 100 plus pack. Not only can you possibly get a Ben Simmons, a Yao, a Wemby, you could even pull an invincible just by completing your daily rewards and getting those little shards for the puzzle pack.
outstanding.
So make sure you complete that puzzle pack and put it together.
It's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
That one's good from Hardaway.
Like, I always make sure to complete my daily rewards just so I can get that little shard. And it takes forever to put that puzzle pack together, but it's well worth it. You know, it gives you a chance of getting, you know, something elite. You know, if you don't try, you never know what you're going to get. So I always say, grind out the game if the grind is worth it.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Got a piece of it.
Okay, this opponent is like giving me a little bit of a hard time. And it's not that he's giving me a hard time. It's just that he's just sticking with it. He's not giving up. And I couldn't put him away. And oh man, that's like the second or third steal that he's gotten on me, and it's really helping him out. And I hate people that spam the steal button, and they really piss me off. And usually when you piss me off in this game, that's not a good thing for you, because it's gonna get ugly. So let's make sure that we take care of this opponent. We lock in and get rid of him. It's being a little bit of a pest.
He certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
The thing I hate the most is playing against an opponent that's cheesy and annoying and being a little pest. If you beat me the right way, you know, I don't mind. If you beat me the right way, I'm going to say, GG's, good game. You're better than me. But if you beat me and you're doing nothing but like spamming the steal button and I'm just jacking up a bunch of bad threes waiting for them to go in, if you beat me that way, it really just agitates the shit out of me and it really frustrates me. To the point where if you spam that steal button enough and you just frustrate me enough, I'll just quit the fucking game because I just don't want to put up with that shit in Season 8.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
But people that spam the steal button, those kind of people kind of make me hate the game. I hate playing like that. I hate playing against people that play like that.
Chicago leading by 4. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by George. Now Irving. Pass to Robinson. And
What's up with the flash pausing? I hate when people are losing the game and they're flash pausing you and shit for no reason.
I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Another miss by Irving. Chicago with the ball. And there's a whistle.
There he goes again, just spamming the steal button, reaching for no reason. And when you reach, I teach. Don't make me preach. That was like a little bar right there. All right, let's get my subs in real quick.
We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
But guys, I cannot wait for tomorrow's promo. Also, guys,
Always adjustments you can make.
tomorrow, and especially right before 11 a.m., between the hours of like 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., that's going to be your best time to take advantage of the market crashing and buy the fucking cards up while you can. If there's a card out there that you really want, that you would really want to run with, tomorrow's going to be the time to buy it because the market is going to crash big time tomorrow, especially once they drop the new promo and people start coming home from work and they start ripping the Hall of Fame box or they start ripping that 51-pack box. Trust me, a lot of cards are going to go into the market tomorrow. They're going to sell for dirt cheap prices. Tomorrow's the time to take advantage of the auction house crashing. And try to snipe yourself a really good card if you can.
Hardaway with it. Takes it inside.
I hate like when you run right out of, like you're like going for a layup or a dunk and you get sucked out of bounds as if there's some sort of vortex right underneath the rim. You get sucked right into like the out of bounds area. And I don't know why that always happens, but like I'm always trying to pump the brakes when I get right next to the rim, but for some reason I always get sucked out of bounds.
Here's Robertson.
Fucking pisses me off.
Clock at 6. Here's Keenan. No good on the 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Almost level 27.
Unable to get the ball in.
What the fuck? I was trying to inbound the ball. Why didn't it inbound? Fuck, man.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play.
I'm telling you, there's times with the fucking RNG in this game and the algorithms will help your opponent out to get back into the game. Like, what just happened there? Tim Duncan fouling the computer. Why is the computer fouling for no reason?
One trying to run park and playing 3v1 over here.
Hold on, chat. I'm going to catch up with you guys in 1 second after this game is over. I just want to make sure I can get this guy to just quit or some shit, because he's really not doing anything but breaking a bunch of shots, and the computer's preventing me from scoring. It's like not even him that's preventing me, it's the computer and shit.
RNG is real.
Here's Sampson. Here's Duncan. Knocks down the 18-footer.
I'm telling you guys, that Tim Duncan, that 100 Tim Duncan, he might be in my if I can't get Wemby, that 100 Tim Duncan might be on my team till the end of the year. Anytime I need a bucket, Timmy's a bucket getter. He could always get me a bucket no matter what. Anytime I'm in a bad situation, in a bad half-court situation, and I need a bucket, I can always go to Timmy. I wish I had enough MT to get like the GOAT Timmy. I'm sure they're going to drop a GOAT Timmy sometime soon. And I'm telling you, that GOAT Tim Duncan is going to be fucking great. He's going to be elite. Okay, this game is getting pretty ugly, and like I said, this opponent kind of annoyed me with his he was just spamming the steal button like crazy, and it was getting on my nerves. So I just figured I would put him away. And it looks like he's gonna be put away pretty soon, because he hasn't been able to hit a shot in a while. That MJ card, I love that MJ card. I built my whole team around Michael Jordan. But it's like I like to play inside out, so I like to play through my bigs. And when my bigs, get me an open threes when I take them. All this guy is doing is just reaching in constantly, man. It's like, don't you get bored of just reaching in? Reaching in doesn't prove anything. Spamming the steal button doesn't prove anything. It doesn't show you have skill. That's not skill. Like, look, now I'm going to the free throw line in the second quarter. Like, come on, man. Like, and I'm already up by 10, 11 points. Like, there's no reason to spam this steal button. That doesn't show any kind of skill set. It actually shows that you're a real cheesy player. And you shouldn't be playing that way. It's not the correct way to play. If you think you're going to get wins by just spamming the steal button and trying to get a bunch of steals like that, that's not going to get you any W's. I've never seen anyone win by just spamming the steal button a lot. And all they're going to do is annoy the opponent and agitate them and frustrate them, either till they quit or they beat your ass. Yo, RNG is no joke. It is real. RNG is very real. It's in the game for sure. Okay, MJ's already got 6 points in the first half. Oh my gosh, this guy is annoying. See, and I hate when the computer helps them out a little bit to get back into the game so they don't quit. But it's really not them. It's the computer helping them out completely. I mean, all he's doing is spamming the steal button, and the computer's just giving him steal after steal into threes. That I was able to call that because they gave him 3 steals in a row, and then they set him up with the 3. I knew that was going to go in. It didn't matter if he timed it correctly or not. That was going to go in. Because the computer, the RNG and the algorithms, he was just down by 11 points, and he's still down by 6. He's still going to fucking lose this game. All he's going to do is just agitate the shit out of me until I fucking completely whip his ass, or I just don't give a fuck and I quit. Because I hate playing people that play the wrong way. I hate playing cheesy motherfuckers that just sit there and they think skill set is agitating the opponent by spamming the steal button. It's just agitating and annoying. That doesn't mean you have a skill set. It just means you're fucking annoying. And you play like a little pussy. Like, I'm just gonna get this lead back up to 10, back up to 15. Let's see if this guy will just ever fucking give it up.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home. You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong.
Every fucking time I bring the ball down, all he wants to do is just try to spam the steal button. It's so fucking cheesy, man. It's like, learn how to fucking play.
To the inside. And he throws it down with
Like, your strategy shouldn't be, man, if I could just annoy my opponent and just, you know, just annoy them and agitate them, maybe they'll quit playing me. Like, don't you want to win the game by not just agitating somebody?
9 points in the game. To the paint. Here's George.
Like, win the game by playing some actual real defense, not just spamming and shit, man. Look, another foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
No, I'm not going to go for Sean Bradley, but I do hear that that card is elite. That card is going to be one of the best centers in the game,
Inside. Here's Sampson.
if not the best center in the game. Sean Bradley's going to be elite. Who knows how many pieces you're going to need for Sean Bradley, but at least 30.
One of the reasons this
And it might be 35.
game right now, BA. You know, there's an edge.
So Sean Bradley's going to cost a pretty penny. He's going to be 7'6". He's going to be able to shoot the three.
Irving.
It's going to be a great card. A great, cheesy, fun card.
And it's out of bounds. Still
Why did I get sucked into out of bounds and all I was trying to do was pass the ball?
Out of the game.
just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And down it goes.
This guy just can't guard me, and the only way he's going to get back into this game is if the computer helps him out again.
Without much effort, he finds his open teammate for a good look and the bucket. I know people can't.
Yeah, JD, I'll look at the team afterwards. This is going to be my 4th win for the night, and I'm pretty much going to be done after this.
And so here is Chicago. And it's Hardaway on the take. And it's blocked.
I should have passed that. I had a wide open man.
Good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed.
Here's when the computer's going to try to help him out one more time.
Of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
It's like anytime you get your opponent down by 10, the computer's trying its hardest to just get your opponent back into the game so they don't quit. I grinded for the GOAT. You know, I wanted that B-Boy so badly. I love B-Boy, and I love B-Boy in 2K24. I love him in 2K25. His Dark Matter was excellent. I have him completely bashed out, and I wish I could have gotten that B-Boy card, and I was almost going to go after him. And for some reason, I just didn't. I didn't think he fit in with my lineup for some reason. Fuck, man. But that B-Boy card, I heard JC2K, he said that B-Boy was basically the 6'6" version of Mike Beasley. They're pretty much the same player. The only difference is that Michael Beasley is 6'10". But I love that B-Boy card, and I used to really be a big fan of Brandon Roy in real life back in the day.
1:51 left in the third quarter. Yao shot is
Come on, Yao. You gotta make that, Yao.
pass to George. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from 3-point range.
But yeah,
Chicago leading by 9.
I feel like if I could go back, I would have gone for that B-Boy easily.
Here's Yao. Oh, and that one, no.
All I had to do was buy 2 Hall of Fame boxes, and I would have easily had that B-Boy. But I made the mistake, and I started trading my cards in for other shit, and it didn't pan out.
George outside. 4-3. Yao with a rebound.
I traded my GOAT event cards in for those 100 premium packs that was in the exchange, hoping that one of those packs was going to be Wemby.
For him, I'm
And
gonna
it was a huge gamble, a huge risk.
Bradley, he's gonna be the
And
best
it's been
center.
tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
You get a feeling that he made that much more.
I played a lot of triple threat offline for him. I'm gonna try my best to get Sean Bradley. He's gonna be the best center in the game. He's definitely gonna be the best center in the game, if not at the very least, Sean Bradley's going to be like a top 2, top 3 center. The only players that are going to possibly be better than Sean Bradley is going to be GOAT Yao Ming and GOAT Wemby. But besides that, Sean Bradley, he's right up there with those two cards. He's going to be one of the best centers of the year and probably one of the best cards of the year. It's not that I don't think Sean Bradley's going to be a good card. It's just that I want to run with players that I really, really like in real life. And I like running with players that are Hall of Fame type of players. And Sean Bradley just didn't have the best NBA career, and I wouldn't feel right mixing Sean Bradley in with my lineup. There's like certain people that I like to run each year. Like before I run a Sean Bradley, I would probably want to run an invincible Patrick Ewing before I run a Sean Bradley. But that's just me. You know, if that kind of stuff doesn't matter to you, you know, all you care about is the player build and the release. Sean Bradley's he's gonna have one of the best player builds and one of the best releases of the year. So Sean Bradley's gonna be huge. Oh, come on, SGA, you can't miss that shit. That's his nickname. His nickname is AK-47, Andre Karolinko. AK-47, that was his nickname. First clue was in the 2 pitch. No, I don't think he's going to be better than Yao or better than Wemby, but he's definitely going to be like the 3rd best center in the game. JC2K swears he's going to be like, you know, your Yao stopper, your Wemby stopper, and I think he's going to be one of the better cards in the game. All right, I'll read last in a second. Let me just finish off this game. I'm like 3 minutes away from my 4th win of the night. And like I said, I've been getting 4 wins a night, so guess I give the first clue was in the 2 pick, his draft class. Tell me you want your second clue. Hold on. I'm going to have to read that, JD. Give me a second. But yeah, I'm not too excited about any of those exchange players because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to run with cards like Tyrese Halliburton or fucking Brian Scalabrine and shit like that. And I don't care how good they make a Brian Scalabrine card. I just don't want to run with those kind of cards. I want to run, you know, with players I grew up watching, players that I'm fond of, players that, you know, are Hall of Fame type of players. You know, that's why I came to play my team. And I don't care how much they soup up Michael Beasley, or they're just not my cup of tea. Now, the Brandon Roy card, I really would run that card because I was a fan of B-Roy, you know, from college all the way to his NBA career. If Brandon Roy didn't have those fucked up knees, he would have had a great career. A career that would have been like on the same level as Tracy McGrady or something. Brandon Roy was a special player. But something like a Brian Scalabrine or some shit like that, I can't run with those cards no matter how much they juice them up. And even if they're cheap, affordable cards, I don't want to run with them. I'd rather just run with the players that I like to run with, you know, players that I really like in real life. Like, I really love SGA in real life, and that's why I'm running with them. I'm always trying to find out these old players' nickname. I'm telling you, like, back in the day, the players had, like, real nicknames, guys. And I want to know, what are your favorite nicknames throughout the years? Like, I was a really big fan of George Gervin, the Iceman. You know, I really like Air Jordan, Your Highness, Your Airness. I really like Magic Johnson's name, Magic. You know, and nowadays no one has like real nicknames. It's all like CP3 or you know, like they just don't have real nicknames. I really like that one guy, that rookie that's coming out, the main event. I really like his nickname. And I feel like players don't have like nicknames the way they used to.
So much gravity to his game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
You know, back in the days, the players used to have really cool nicknames.
Outside Irving.
KD.
Kicks it to George. There's the triple. Chicago
Slim
with a
Reaper.
rebound. They've led by as many as
You know, oh, I think the best one has got to be Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth. That's got to be the best nickname of all time. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Oh, the Slim Reaper's a great name. And I don't understand why KD never really embraced that nickname. I thought that was an awesome nickname, the Slim Reaper. I thought that was a great nickname. And I also used to like D-Wade's nickname, The Flash. I don't know why he didn't embrace that more.
Read last.
I thought Kobe had a great nickname, the Black Mamba. That was a really sick nickname. And that really used to like strike fear into people. And I feel like nowadays the players, they think they're too cool for like a nickname.
we're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5.
You know, even Anthony Davis had a good nickname, the Brow. You know, that was a funny ass nickname.
Inside Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, he didn't have to, you know, he didn't take it too seriously. He was able to laugh at himself.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4
Black
points in the quarter.
Jesus.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at
Okay, hold on. I'm going to read it, JD. I'm almost done with this game.
Michael Jordan.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. George with it.
Oh, Black Jesus is another good one. That's another good one, too. I mean, good Lord. That was a really good one.
Put that on his highlight reel.
Robinson with it. And a big finish by Robinson.
Or how about Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound? That was another good, funny nickname, I thought.
out there.
And
The opposing coaching staff.
oh my gosh, Shaq had a ton of good nicknames. The Big Diesel, I thought, was his best name. The Big Diesel was a great name. My dude, you're down by 10 points. Why are you still spamming the steal button, my dude? You're losing this game and you think spamming the steal button is going to get you back into it or show that you're good. By spamming the steal button, I'm going to end up in situations where I have completely wide open layups and dunks. You're putting yourself in bad situations by spamming the steal button constantly. It's actually hurting you, my dude, and I'm trying to help your game. Look, it's retarded. It's retardo. It's easy to get by.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm not even trying hard and I'm beating you.
Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And they have to know
Look, go brick another shot. You're building the projects. Look, how many bricks are you going to shoot tonight, my dude?
The three, George. He drops it from range. There's 14.
Oh my God. This guy's going to quit. He's going to quit like, oh, he's going to flash pause me because he's really upset. So he's going to flash pause me the rest of the game.
Seconds left to play in the fourth.
With 13 seconds left, he's... Or maybe if you weren't spamming the steal button and putting yourself in foul situations, you would have a chance to make a comeback. But you put yourself where, you know, you already put yourself, you know, in a foul situation. Every time you foul me from now on, I'm going to be going to the line and getting free, easy points.
So he goes 2 for 2 at
And that's what happens when you spam the steal button.
Here's Irving.
Oh my gosh.
And that's out of bounds.
I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to brag, but I don't know what's going on with Showdown, but it has gotten very easy and non-sweaty out here. I know some people are like kind of afraid to play Showdown or they kind of avoid it. There is no reason to avoid Showdown. There's nothing sweaty about it.
Blowout victory.
I just won another 4 games tonight, and I wasn't even trying. I was just kind of like
crowd for giving them such a
playing pretty casually.
it really kept this team
All right, let me find out who's JD's favorite player.
For Ali LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Berry. This is Brian
Okay,
Anderson.
KD, not his
Watching
nickname.
tonight's game. And
Slim
we'll see
Reaper,
this time.
and guess who my favorite player? The first clue is they were the number 2 pick in this draft class, tall. Okay, JD, I'm gonna need a second clue for sure. Oh, Cat? Is Cat your favorite player? Oh, but that is a good nickname. Cat is a good nickname. All right, guys, that was my fourth win of the night. I'm going to just check out the auction house real quick, and then I might play one more last game because it's not too late, and I think I have enough time for one more game. But like I said, I've won 4 games tonight, and it seems like every night I've been having like a 4-game win streak, and I'm winning like by a pretty huge margin nowadays. I'm beating people by like 15 to 30 points in every single game. And I gotta admit, I'm having a lot of fun playing. And that's what I mean, guys. Look, if you just collect all the pieces for this puzzle pack, you're gonna get yourself a 100 plus premium pack. And that pack could be Yao, it could be Wemby, it could be Ben Simmons, it could even be an Invincible. So make sure you get this pack and collect all the shards and put the pieces together. You know what, J-Dubs? It's not that I don't want the Wilt. I want to see if Shaq is going to be as affordable as Wilt. And Wilt really isn't affordable. He's like 3 million MT. If Shaquille O'Neal is 3 million MT, then I would rather have Shaquille O'Neal. But if Shaq turns out to be 4 to 5 million MT or 6 million MT and he only comes down to 4 or maybe he only comes down to 5, I'm going to go with Wilt. If Shaq is too expensive to Marvel, believe me, Wilt is a great, great second option. Matter of fact, Wilt and Shaq are basically the same player and on the same level, the same tier. And whenever you mention Shaq, you're gonna have to mention Wilt. Whenever you mention Wilt, you're gonna have to mention Shaq. They're basically the same player, and I'll be happy with either one. Now, if I buy Wilt, that's gonna leave me with 1 million MT, and that's gonna leave me with enough MT to like really beef up my bench. So if I can't go with Shaq, it's not a big deal. It's not an L. It's still gonna be a W. I'm gonna go with Wilt, and then I'll use the remaining MT to build up my bench. Okay, he played for 4 to 5 teams as a. Okay, it's to me. I'm guessing it's got to be. Oh no, LeBron was number 1. He was a number 1 pick. He was a second pick overall, and he played with 4 to 5 teams, and he was a small forward, power forward. Gosh, I'm still drawing a blank, JD. I really still drawing a blank. But give me another hint, and I'll see if I can get this. But guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of a smoke break, and then I'm gonna look at the auction house real quick. And like I said, guys, for season 8, I'm not even worried about like I got to get this daily upgrade done, but I'm not really worried about my challenges because we're in season 8. I think this is the last season. There could be another season after this. I don't want to waste my time playing the computer anymore and completing challenges. I want to actually play against other people, and I want to just do online gaming, and that's it.
KD.
I've got my GOAT squad. My team is elite. For the rest of the year, all I want to do is just play, online gaming, whether it's the park or Showdown or salary cap. That's all I want to do. But somehow, somewhere, I still get a lot of the challenges completed. Sometimes I get them accidentally completed.
2-time champion plus 2x MVP.
2-time champion plus 2-time MVP.
Yay, KD.
I'm going to have to say KD, yeah. KD for sure. It's got to be KD. Did KD win the MVP twice?
Just got traded.
Oh, it's KD then. It's got to be KD.
No, it my donkey.
No, it's my donkey. Hold on. Wait, JD, who's your favorite player? Okay, this Shaq is going down big time in price because the new Shaq is coming out to Marvel. Yeah, I thought it was KD. Like I said, I have a lot of interest in this Patrick Ewing, and I'm hoping to get Patrick Ewing to play my power forward off the bench. And this Wemby, it doesn't matter if a GOAT Wemby comes out. This Wemby's always gonna be expensive. And Porzingis, if I could afford Porzingis somehow, some way, maybe tomorrow he'll be really, really cheap during the market crash. I would pick up Porzingis instead of Patrick Ewing, but I don't think Porzingis is gonna be below $1 million. Where Patrick Ewing, you can get him for like 500,000, and he's a really good card. He's got a really good build. This Patrick Ewing is just as good as Invincible Shaq, and Ty Debo said that, not me. Ty Debo said that Invincible Patrick Ewing was one notch below Invincible Shaq. So that's who I want to go for as my power forward off the bench. When it comes to the power forwards, small forwards, it doesn't matter if you have Sean Kemp, Blake Griffin, Kevin McHale. They're all three of them are the same players. They're all the same players. Even this Evan Mobley, Sean Kemp, Evan Mobley, Kevin McHale, and Blake Griffin. They're all like what I would call your poor man's Giannis. You really want to get invincible Giannis, but if you can't get invincible Giannis, you can settle for Sean Kemp or Blake Griffin or Kevin McHale. They'll do the same thing from the small forward position. They have the same kind of height, the same kind of player build. But I want to say don't pick up Sean Kemp right now because I think next week, you know how this week they had invincible Gary Payton in the exchange for those gold pieces? I think next week the player that they're gonna add into the exchange is gonna be invincible Sean Kemp. That's who I think we're gonna get next week in the exchange. So don't spend any MT on an invincible right now until you find out who's gonna be the player that's gonna get into the exchange next week. Also, Chris Webber is another player that if you can't get Giannis, get Chris Webber. You know, get Kevin McHale, get Sean Kemp, get Blake Griffin. They're almost just as good as Giannis, but they're not Giannis. But they have the same type of builds. And you can run all of them at the 3. Joe Johnson is really good. You can get him for like 200,000 to 300,000. Rudy Gay is elite. Can you imagine if you open up a Hall of Fame box and you get Dr. J? I would cry. It would bring tears to my eyes. Oh, I would love to get Carmelo Anthony, but he's still really expensive. Oh, JD, I'll look at your team real quick. My bad, JD. Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it. You know, I smoke a lot of weed, JD, and sometimes I forget shit really easily. So you gotta remind me from time to time. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so he's got a pretty nice solid team. He's got a nice solid team. He's got Invincible SGA at the point. He's got Dark Matter Trey Murphy at the 2. He's got Dark Matter KD at the 3. He's got Nate Thurman at the 4. That's a solid 4 right there. And he's got Dark Matter Taco at the 5. I like everything about your starting 5, with the exception of maybe Trey Murphy. And that's because he's a dark matter and I really don't know too much about him. But I like your on-point guard, Invincible SGA. That was he's an elite on-point guard, and he was well worth the grind. And I'm glad you did the grind for him because that was a pretty tough grind. And I want to say Dark Matter Kevin Durant is still playable, and Taco is definitely still elite. And then off the bench, he's got GOAT Kyrie Irving. He's got 100 J. Wills, 100 Paulo, 100 Tim Duncan, 100 Joel Embiid, 100 Kazi, 100 Tim Thompson, and 100 Karl Anthony Towns. I would maybe put Kyrie Irving in your reserves, and I would use Kazi as your PG2. I know a lot of people, including Decentric, he starts that Kazi Russell card in his starting lineup. So I know it's got to be a really good elite card. So I would flip-flop Kyrie Irving and Kazi, and I would put Kazi into your reserves. Also, Jalen Williams, Paulo, and 100 Timmy. I'm still running my 100 Timmy. That card is still elite. And Joel Embiid and Paulo and Jay Williams, they're pretty good cards. Not bad, not too shabby. And Tim Thompson is still elite. And that Karl Anthony Towns, I've heard some good things about him. But really solid team. Real solid team. And I want to say that team is an easy 8.0. If I had to rate it, I give it a good 8. So it's a really good looking team. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just check out one more thing in the auction house, and then I'm gonna call it a night because it's really late and I'm super tired. Like I said, I was at Aquatica. I was at the theme parks all day with my son, and I've been up since like 10 in the morning, and I did the whole theme park thing for 4th of July, and I'm just dead tired.
8, let's go.
No, it's a really good team, JD. And what I like about your team is if there are players that you really like and players that you do really good with, continue rocking out with that team. If you're doing really good with for example, Tim Thomas, there's no reason to retire that card into your collection or upgrade it. If you're doing good with those cards in Showdown and the King of the Courts, continue playing with them. If those are your favorite players, continue running them. And that's what I always tell people. You don't always have to chase the best cards in the game, and you don't always have to have the best cards in the game to win. If you're able to win with those cards, keep rocking out with them. They're damn good cards then. Let me check out the GOAT cards real quick and see how much I want to see what Wilt Chamberlain is going for. J-Dub, I'm going to try to stay on for a little bit longer, and you always ask me to stay on longer. You're the reason why I always stay on longer, just to let you know. I do it just for you, my dude. And I do it just because I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and I really appreciate your company and you just chilling and rocking out with me while I'm grinding out the game. And I appreciate that you enjoy the contest so much. I really do, J-Dubs. Thanks a lot, man. It means a lot to me. You know what else sucks? I paid $800,000 for Oscar Robertson, and he's a really good card. But now that there's Kyrie Irving that we got with the level rewards, if I would have known that we were gonna get a Kyrie Irving for free early in the level rewards, I would have just not gotten this Oscar Robertson. Also, another thing, this Oscar Robertson only goes for like 300,000 now. On a good day, he goes for like 500,000. But if I knew that he was gonna go down so quickly, I would have not gotten him. And I blew 800,000 on him, and it was a little bit of a regret. And I kind of jumped into that one. I wanted to complete a starting lineup of GO cards, and I should have realized that it was gonna take some time to do that, and I should have just waited for this card to have gone down in price. And I kind of rushed into it. But again, if I knew that Kyrie Irving was coming out, I would have just waited for Kyrie Irving, and I would be running Kyrie Irving as my PG3 right now instead of Oscar Robertson. But I kind of rushed into I rushed into it because I saw he was so cheap that you were able to get a GO card for 800,000, and I was like, no fucking way, a GO card for 800,000. I'm gonna pick that up any day of the week. And I wish I just would have waited because he is a very good card, but he's worth more like 300,000 to 500,000, not 800,000, not almost a mil. And Dirk Nowitzki, I think this is a card that might go down also pretty soon. I have 6 hours left on Yao. I'm out 11.2 million. Oh my God. Hold up, J-Dubs. Are you telling me that you put that you placed a bid on Yao Ming for 11.2 mil? I have 6 hours left on a Yao. I'm out 11.2 mil down. Oh my God. I could never bring but if there's one player that you're gonna splurge on, it's gonna be Yao Ming because he's always gonna be the most expensive player in the game. Because every single year, Yao Ming is gonna be the best player in the game. I know Wemby's out there nowadays, but Wemby's not 7'7", and Yao Ming's release, especially the GOAT Yao Ming, is more than fast enough. Even the 100 Yao Ming has a very good release. So that's one card that each year, if you want to get that card, you're gonna have to shell out like a lot of MT because he's the one card that's always gonna be expensive, and he's the one card that I want to say that's worth it because he's the best card in the game. So if you can get Goat Yao Ming J-Dubs, that's going to be a dub. Decentric paid 10 million MT for his Yao Ming. So if you want to try to get that Yao Ming for about 10 mil or under, if you can, it'd be great if you can get him for 10 mil. But 11 million is Yao Ming's average price. That is the going price for Goat Yao Ming.
8, let's go.
Yo, what up, Mr. Elite?
I have 6 hours left on Yao I out 11.2 mil down.
But I can't wait for 11 a.m. guys, and I can't wait for that Goat Shaq to drop. That's the card I'm going after, and I got 4 million to put towards him. And guys, I want to say that after today, I might not even have one bit of MT coin left. I'm gonna break the bank for that Shaq because he is the final GOAT card that I'm missing to have a complete starting lineup of GOATs. He's the one missing piece. All I'm missing is a GOAT center, and I have a complete starting 5 of GOATs and a complete bench of Invincibles. Now, I also do have like 285 pages worth of stuff to sell, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm still going to have some sort of MC left, but I'm pretty sure that Shaq is going to break the bank. Okay, here's Wilt. Oh my God, this is insane, guys. There's a Wilt Chamberlain ending in an hour, and it doesn't even have a bid on it. There's a David Robinson ending in an hour. It doesn't have a bid on it. What the fuck is... There's a Dirk Nowitzki ending in an hour, and it doesn't have one bit of interest in it. Guys, right now might be the time to buy. I'm telling you guys, especially you, J-Dubs, it might be the time to buy for real. Like, I might have to take advantage of this auction house, and even if I don't like Wilt, if I can get him for a really cheap price right now, I can maybe flip him in the future for a little profit.
Read last 2 comments.
I'm going to read it right now. Oh, I already had Yao. I paid 9 mil, but that was luck. I sold him for 14 mil. Oh, okay, J-Dubs, I see what you're saying. Okay, I do think that Dirk Nowitzki is good on offense. He's going to be great. And on defense, he's going to be good if you run him at the 3. If you run Dirk at the 4, I remember last year I had GOAT Dirk Nowitzki, and I loved him. Offensively, he was draining the 3. He had limitless range. He could hit from anywhere. He was quick on his feet. He wasn't stiff. And normally, Dirk Nowitzki has real stiff movement. He moves real blocky. GOAT Dirk Nowitzki is going to be light on his feet. He's going to be lightning quick. He's going to drain threes. He's going to be able to slash to the rim. And he's going to be able to play good defense if he's guarding the 3. But at the 4, his defense is going to be a little bit iffy. And that's the only reason why I don't like Dirk Nowitzki is I don't want to run him at the 4. If I could run him at the 3, which I don't need a 3, I have Dr. J. If I was able to run him at the 3, he'd be great. But I need a 4 or a 5. So I'm pretty sure I need to go with either Wilt Chamberlain or Shaq. But Dirk Nowitzki's great. Like I said, he's more than big enough to play the 3. He's 7 foot tall. But at the 4, I don't feel comfortable running him at my 4. But yeah, guys, the auction house is looking like it's taking a massive crash, like it's sinking like the Titanic. And if you think it looks bad now, it's going to be really bad starting tomorrow. As soon as that new promo drops at 11 a.m., the auction house is even going to get worse. It's going to tank. And I'm going to stay up the rest of the night. I already got my 4 games in Showdown, but I'm going to stay up the rest of the night and see if there's any cards I can snipe. Because the best hours to snipe is right now when there's a market crash and it's really late at night when people are sleeping both on the East Coast and the West Coast. Right now is the time to do some sniping. I'm going to check out the 100s and see if there's anything for the cheap. I wouldn't mind picking up a Porzingis. If you can't pick up the Invincible Wemby and you can't pick up the 100 Wemby, I would say that GOAT Porzingis, 100 Porzingis is a pretty good option to go with. I would highly recommend 100 Porzingis if you can't get the 100 1B.
Yo.
Yo, what up, my joystick? How's it going, my dude? Yo, my joystick, you owe me a rematch. You got me pretty good the last time. And I was busy with the chat and I was busy with people in the party chat. So you got me really good. You owe me a rematch. We gotta run that back. Um, I'll run it back with you tomorrow after I get Goat Shack. I'll be ready. But how you been, my dude? My gosh, man. Porzingis is about to end in 35 minutes. He's barely at 200,000. That's a fucking steal. If you can get Porzingis for less than 300,000, that's a steal, guys. Don't touch this Patrick Ewing. He's got the worst jumper ever. Worst jumper in the game. One of the worst jumpers. But that Porzingis looks like a really good deal right about now. I would go after him. If you can't get 100 1B, just get Porzingis. He's pretty close to what Wemby is. And let's check the rest of the centers. Joel Embiid is pretty solid. I've heard good things about Joakim Noah. I wish I can get this 100 Wemby, but he's too pricey at 2.5 mil. I'm not gonna pay that for a 100 Wemby. No, I'll maybe get Wemby when he goes down in price, but for 2.5, I'm not spending that on a 100. But he's pretty much an invincible in disguise. He's like a GOAT card in disguise. His stats look phenomenal, guys. Everything's 99 except for ball handle and ball IQ and pass accuracy. This Wemby is so worth it. It's just that I don't have that much MT. I don't have enough MT to get GOAT Shaq and then 100 Wemby. If I could pull this card, I would be so happy. Anyone that got this card this year was really, really lucky. 100 Shaq, I feel like is a bit outdated now. I feel like his jumper is so ugly. It's really, for me, an awkward jumper, and it's really hard to time. Greg Oden, if you don't have that much MT, his size alone makes him worth buying. If you don't have a really good center, or you need a backup center, or you need a backup center coming out of your reserves, Greg Oden is a really good card just because of his size. He's huge. He's 7 foot. He's 273 pounds. He's like almost as big as Shaq. Shaq is 7 foot, 325 pounds. He's only 50 pounds heavier than Greg Oden. So Greg Oden is another good card. This Dwight Howard is pretty mid.
273.
And guys, Yao Ming has come down in price. If you can get Yao Ming, when I'm telling you that Yao Ming is so good, so elite, if somebody told me you could only pick one card, 100 overall Yao Ming or GOAT David Robinson, I would go with 100 Yao Ming. I don't care if he's badged out or not. I would go with the 100 Yao over GOAT David Robinson. That's how much better he is than GOAT David Robinson. That's how much of a difference maker he is, and that's how impactful he is to your team. If you have the MT, get him. He's the one player that can make a huge difference on your team. His size, his speed, his shooting is really good. He's my favorite player of the year. Has been that 100 Yao. There is a GOAT Yao Ming for one. Shut the fuck. Let me go see that shit. There is no GOAT Yao Ming for 100,000. Oh, there is. Yeah, but he's got 12 hours left on him. You know, with 12 hours to go, he's gonna go up in price big time. Man, you had me excited there for a second. I was like, if there's a GOAT Yao Ming and no one's like keeping an eye on it, like I'm gonna fucking snipe that shit. Let me check out the like I said, I'm gonna check out the 100s and then I'm done for the night. I won 5 games or 4 games in Showdown tonight. I did my job for the night. My goal is to get 4 games a night, 4 wins a night in Showdown. And by the end of the season, I should easily reach 120 wins. And that's a huge accomplishment right there. If you can get to 120 wins. I like this Bobo card. I know a lot of people really rock with this card. I like it a lot. And I still like this Chris Webber card. Um, this Zach Randolph is like the poor man's Chris Webber, and he's affordable. I don't like Julius Randolph. I do like this Anthony Davis guy. Guys, if you need a power forward, you can't run him at the center because he's too small to run the center. But if you need a power forward, this Anthony Davis card, this 100, I fell in love with this card. I still run it from time to time on my team right now. I like this card a lot. It's a really good card. It's really underestimated and overlooked. So is this Josh Smith. These two cards are great. Josh Smith is great to run at the 3. He's a really elite card at the 3 position. Jason Tatum sucks ass. I don't like this Kwame Brown. I'm not a fan of it. I am a fan of this Zach Randolph. Also a fan of this Danny Manning. This card is okay. This Rashard Lewis sucks. Paulo is okay. Paulo is just okay. I had Paulo. I was running him for a little bit. I didn't quite like him as much as I liked his diamond card. His diamond card was elite. The 100 was just okay. I turned him into a legend after about 2 weeks. I felt really bad for doing it, but he was not as good as the diamond card. The diamond card was very elite for his time. Oh my God. There was a time where I almost stupidly, I was going to pay, I think it was 1.5 million MT for a LeBron James with 40 legends. It would have been the biggest mistake ever if I would have done that. If I would have done that at that time, it would have broke the bank and it would have committed me to just buying cards out of the 100 tier. I would have never been able to afford assembling a team of GOATs and Invincibles. So I'm glad I never pulled the trigger on 100 King James because his price has come down big time. And I'm not a big fan of the 100 King James because he still has that load up problem that the Dark Matter did. I think I prefer the Invincible King James over this one. Oh, what you grinding, my joystick? Are you completing like any challenges or are you grinding out park? You grinding out salary cap? Right now, I think the best mode that you can grind out is salary cap. You can get a total of 6 100s and an invincible pack if you complete round 1, 2, and 3 of salary cap in season 8. You get 6 100s and an invincible pack at the end of round 3. This Sean Marion is like the poor man's King James, but his release is so funky. It's such an awkward release that I never do good with Sean Marion cards. I don't like this Kevin Durant card. I don't know why. And it's probably just me, but I'm never able to shoot good with Kevin Durant. I don't know why, but to me, Kevin Durant and Sean Marion both have this high release. No. Sean Marion has this very low release, and he shoots like he has Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. And KD has this really high release that I don't like. And I can never shoot good with either card. Glenn Rice is still good. If you have this Glenn Rice card, this card could run for you till the end of the year. It's really good. But I think that's all the small forwards. I'm going to look at the shooting guards, and then I'm going to be done after this. I still like this 100 Tracy McGrady. I think that's still a really elite card. I think that card, it's an A-tier card, and I think it's a lot of fun. If you want to get T-Mac and you can afford the Invincible, I would just go with the 100 with 40 legends on it. And that card is basically an Invincible then. If you get a 100 with 40 legends, it's basically an Invincible. But I would get that card because that card looks like it would be a lot of fun to run. This Kazi card is really elite. He's your best point guard at 6'5". I want to say this Kazi card is just as good as GOAT Oscar Robertson and it's only 120,000 MT. You can get this card with 120, and you're gonna have a card that's just as good as GOAT Oscar Robertson. I promise you, this card is on the same level as GOAT Oscar Robertson. Bradley Beal sucks ass. I wouldn't waste any MT on him. He's too short. 6'4". I don't run any point guard that's shorter than 6'5". I don't like Mitch Richmond either. Brandon Ingram is surprisingly a decent card. He's 6'10" and he plays the shooting guard position. So that's a lot of height at the 2 guard. I highly recommend Brandon Ingram if you want to build like a really big, cheesy lineup. He's the player to run at the 2. He's like your poor man KD. That's exactly what Brandon Ingram is. He's your poor man's KD. If you can't afford KD, go with BI. He could run the 2. He's 6'10". Okay, I'm going to look at the point guards, and then like I said, guys, I've been up all night, and I think I've been streaming already for like at least 3 hours, and I'm dead tired. I woke up really early yesterday. I woke up at like 10 a.m. and I had to take my kid to Aquatica, and we did the whole like 4th of July day weekend, and we did the theme park stuff. And I was out in the hot sun for like the whole morning and the whole afternoon and the whole evening. And I'm dead tired. And then afterwards, it started raining on the way home. And when it rains in Orlando, it's like a torrential, it's like a tropical storm. And I had to drive home in the rain, and it was like the worst rain ever. And I'm just so ready to crash out. Or else I would stay up a little bit longer and like stream with you guys, but I'm dead tired. And then tomorrow's 4th of July, and I've got like about $300 worth of fireworks. And I'm not talking about regular fireworks, I'm talking about like professional fireworks. I spent $300 and my wife spent like $200. So we have like a total of like $500 worth of fireworks to light off tomorrow. And I know I'm gonna be fucking exhausted and dead tired, but I'm still gonna stream when I'm done with it. This Russell Westbrook card, I want to say he's not gonna be an A tier card. He's gonna be like a C tier card, but I want to say he's gonna be really fun to play with. And I'm a really big fan of playing with Russell Westbrook cards, not because they're elite cards, because he doesn't have a great jumper. It's because I like Russell Westbrook in real life, and he's just a really fun card to play with. Just like Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is not a good card to play with, but he is a really fun card to play with. And I wish I had like some spare MT, but I wish I can get this 100 Ben Simmons, and I'm hoping I can get him sometime soon. Oh, and guys, if you're like the kind of player that's a really big fan of Ben Simmons and you want like a really big point guard, don't overlook Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is 6'8". Ben Simmons is 6'10". Scottie Pippen is only 2 inches shorter. And let's see how much Ben Simmons weighs. Ben Simmons weighs 230 pounds and Scottie Pippen is 210. And Scottie Pippen, I want to say, is a better defensive player. So let's say you can't afford Ben Simmons, but you still want to run a really big point guard that's a defensive point guard. Scottie Pippen is him, and he's got a really good jumper. It's always real easy to time, real easy, real smooth, and not too fast, not too slow. I really like Scottie Pippen. I'm always a really big fan of Scottie Pippen cards. This Penny Hardaway sucks. I was trying to pull Penny Hardaway last week, and they gave me Penny Hardaway, but it was the 100. They fucking trolled the shit out of me. But this Penny Hardaway, he's like a C tier card. If you're gonna get Penny Hardaway, I would suggest you get Russell Westbrook. He's way better than Penny Hardaway. But like I said, the prices are going down, and they're crashing. And as soon as 11 a.m. comes and they drop the new promo and they drop that new Hall of Fame box, the market is going to keep crashing all day and all night, especially once people get home from work, like around 5, 6 p.m., and people start ripping Hall of Fame boxes or they start ripping that 51-pack box. The market is even going to crash a little bit more. maybe even a lot more. So don't buy anything right now. Just try to wait it out. Just try to hold out a little bit longer. And trust me when I say that by tomorrow evening, the market is going to be completely cooked. And you're going to be able to get whatever card you want for dirt cheap. So just try to wait it out and just try to be patient. All right, guys. I'm done with everything. I got a 4-game win streak in Showdown today. That's like my 5th day in a row of getting like a 4-game win streak in Showdown where like I'm winning by 15 to 30 points a game. And I'm just dead tired. I've been up all day and I've been grinding the game the whole day and I'm pretty spent and pretty tired. So peace out 2K fam and I'll see you guys mañana. Love you guys. Peace fam. I really appreciate everyone that came through the stream. My joystick is broke. Majestic. Everyone. J Dubs, JD, Corey. You know, I really appreciate you guys hanging out for real. It really does go a long way, and I really do appreciate it a lot. And I really do appreciate you, fam. Take care, guys. Have a good, positive day.